Hello, Bach. Welcome to the stream. Oh no! Once again, forgot to mute my stream in the background. But it's so weird. Sometimes it's muted already in the beginning, and sometimes it's unmuted. Those emotes are so cute.
Cookie_mine, you just collected second.
Hello, Stinky Cookie! Welcome to the stream! And Space Buns! Hello!
Space Buns is just collected third.
And now all the redeems are gone for the beginning of the stream. Bleh! Why bleh? Also, I don't know how and why, but we reached 160 followers over the weekend. I don't know when, but yay! Maybe after the raid or so, but still. I'm super happy about that. Also, I might make an important announcement later that day. I'm just waiting for a couple of more people to trickle in. So, we'll see, we'll see. Now I want to know, does this music loop or does it not? No, it doesn't. So let's go into the loading screen. For now, at least. I wonder what it is. I also wonder, what could it be? I'm also going to prepare it in the announcement channel real quick. But I at least want to wait for all our typical viewers like Ocean Man, Mud, Sneaky Snivels when he's lurking, everyone else. Let me just quickly type this out because I just figured it would be nice to also post it in Discord. So yeah. Geez, words. English hard. I'm writing and misspelling everything. Oh no. Okay, let's hop into the farm for now and just wait for a little bit longer. And we'll see. Also, my goal today would be to try and get the greenhouse if possible. Also, I have been I have been playing some Final Fantasy 4 and 5 over the weekend. because I do have like a little challenge with my best friend, where he said, I'm supposed to 100% basically all the Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered, so Final Fantasy 1 to 6. And those games are very grind heavy usually. And I was like, dude, that's not even a challenge. I'm so going to do that. That's something, I don't know. I just like grindy games. I love pixel games. I like Final Fantasy, so why not, right? But I do have to admit, Final Fantasy is like a little beast. Because the stuff you have to grind can get so freaking annoying. And why the hell is the music not looping? Do we have some music again? No, we don't. Why? Because I turned it down. There we go. Probably from last stream at the end. So we wouldn't sit here like in total silence. Also some more copper tappers. So yeah, I've been like playing Final Fantasy the Pixel Remastered for quite a while. I bought it when it first came out, but it was always like, I don't know, it's very, very grind heavy. And because of that, I haven't like binge gamed it completely, but rather I would always boot it up whenever I feel like playing a pixel game and I want something grindy. And at the same time, it was just, some of the achievements are just bonkers. Because you know how old games are. More often than not, they have like very, very odd spawn rates, and they can get very annoying and very repetitive. And that's why I often like didn't play as much as I could. So I don't know, my playstyle often looked like, okay, I would start it up, then I would, no, don't eat the strawberry, please, put it into the keg. Thank you. No. There you go. I would just boot it up, play for some time, mostly like a couple of days, like really, really getting into it. And then I would often hit like a point where there would be an achievement grind where you would have to grind for like a long, long time. And you know, this doesn't stop. So sometimes you just... I have finished like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3 and stopped at 4. Because there was this one part where I had to get like a green dragon for a bestiary entry, and I finally got it. I think I told you guys that last week already. And when I got it, I just... Let's just say I finished Final Fantasy IV, and now I'm like halfway through Final Fantasy V, I think. But this game had a part in it which was so annoying. There is like a sequence where you have to escape a castle that is basically being blown up because something, you know, a fire crystal was like shattering, and because the fire crystal shattered, the whole thing was about to explode and you only had 10 minutes. 10 minutes sounds like a lot, but not in this case. Definitely not in this case. Because those 10 minutes were like nothing for what you had to do. I am following a guide with this one because since I have the challenge to 100% it, and I really don't feel like replaying it over and over again just to get into the missable dungeons. And this guide was like, yeah, you can collect all the chests during the sequence and make sure you definitely do it, because if you don't do it at this point, you are not going to have another chance because this is a one-time visit location. And I was like, alright, well, we can do that, that's no problem at all. But this was like, I had to use speedrun tactics in order to beat the dungeon, which was kind of insane. I was using like, what was I using? A summoner, a time mage, and some other classes as well. And the animation of the summoner was so freaking long that I basically ran out of time in the end. just because of an animation, because of course this dungeon doesn't stop the time while you're fighting, which is great in a turn-based game. And the best thing is, if it's your turn and you have to choose what you're going to do, it also like continues to run during the menuing phase, which is also like so annoying. I had to speed menu for a couple of stuff. I could autoplay as well, but it was a hassle, and I had to try a few different tactics. And on top of that, you have like in this Final Fantasy part, it's one where a blue mage appears for the first time, I think. And the blue mage can learn like the magic of certain enemies. Dude, I'm looking downwards, please. And in order to learn this magic, the enemy has to hit you, basically, or at least a time mage, or with blue mage with the learning ability. Jeez. And there were like a couple of, I think, 2 spells you could learn. And usually, if I go through games like this, I like to do stuff like that immediately. Because like I said, sometimes I really grind through games like this, and then I'm just hitting a point where I feel like, nah, I don't feel like playing a grind game. I want to play something else. And whenever I hit this phase, when I don't do stuff immediately, I often run into this issue that when I boot up the game the next time, I forgot what I wanted to do. I'll be right back. Yeah, take your time, take your time. And that was like my main issue. So I tried to do this like ASAP, like grinding those spells, and I knew after like 2 tries it would be impossible to really grind it unless you're super, super lucky. Because in my case it was like I was playing, and at first I didn't take it too seriously because I mean 10 minutes for a Final Fantasy dungeon, it felt like it's going to be okay. And you know how most games are with like escape sequences. They give you like double or thrice the time to get out of there while also exploring stuff. So I never had this issue where you had to really hurry because it was like really close. But this one really, really got me, and it really, jeez, I was sweating at the end. It was insane. You cannot imagine. I was At first, I just really died in the middle of the dungeon because I just tried to farm this one spell and it just didn't work, it didn't proc, and then I went like, oh, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to just go through the dungeon. If it hits me, it hits me. If not, then not. In the guide, there was also like, said you don't have to stress out about it because later on there are going to be more enemies that are going to have this particular spell. So you don't have to stress yourself out because of that. Okay, so far so good. I was just rushing through the dungeon, trying to get all the chests, getting random encounters as well, because there were 15 chests in this whole dungeon, and I think almost all of them, except for maybe 1. No. Oh. You're welcome. I didn't mean to give you... I didn't mean to give you the necklace, actually. I wanted to give it to Abigail, but okay. Didn't know that this was one of the quests where you have it in your inventory and it's enough to give it to someone. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I was playing through the dungeon and I think 12 out of 15 chests had random encounters or forced encounters in them. So that was also like a big annoying part, right? Because you really want to push through this dungeon as fast as you can, but you want to get all the loot, all the chests for like the achievement and whatnot. And I was still cutting it like insanely close. When I'm saying like insanely close, one time I pushed through and I managed to get out of the castle with like 5 seconds remaining or something like that. And what I didn't know, because even if I play with a guide, I'm trying my best not to look at it too much. It's like I just want to see, okay, is there stuff I need to be careful about? Is there stuff I can miss easily? Okay, good. Thanks. And there was a freaking boss fight at the end, which still counted as inside the castle. So I entered this boss fight with only 5 seconds and of course, I knew I wouldn't be able to manage it. I mean, 5 seconds is not even enough to get one spell out. So yeah, let me see. We have 2 sheep. Okay, then let's see. We need a name. We have one, a water sheep followed me last week too. That's great for the sheep. Let's go with Course Hollow. There you go. Course Hollow. Then we're going to buy another sheep. And we're so going to name this water sheep, of course, because that's just we have to. Well, 2k7 doesn't fit, but should be good. And ah, it's not enough. Barely. Barely. But we're going to get another pick soon. So yeah, and I was sitting here like already going crazy because of this freaking grind, because it was just I had no idea what to do anymore, because this was just crazy close all the time. And I did my pathing perfectly and stuff, and it wasn't enough. And I was looking at that guide, and they were like not even, I don't know, they had like a couple of minutes spare at the end, and I figured, dude, you also collected all the stuff. How is it that you have like so and so much minutes more than me, even though we're doing the same thing? And then I figured, maybe he's not using the summon stuff, because summoning Shiva is like a very powerful spell that kills enemies quickly, of course, but it also takes a while, because you can see that there's, I don't know, there's going to be like an icy storm that swirls across um display. Then before that even you have like it's just a couple of seconds, you know, it's not that long, but I would still say it's like twice as long maybe as if you would use a normal spell or anything like that. So I was really like struggling with that one because it was just way too close. So I decided, okay, you know what? I'm just going to use something simple. I'm just going to use like a quick spell that is just without a lot of animations. And suddenly I had like a whole minute more without even having to struggle too much. So yeah, basically cutting the frames was like the best idea I had at that point. But it was still like super, super close. There you go. But I do have to say that Final Fantasy V so far is the one I really enjoy the most. From the Pixel Remastered, were really able to see that the studio was like improving the game with each and every single one, so that was like a lot of fun to see. And yeah, in general, it's like I'm totally up for the grind. But yesterday I also like I played this game for quite a while, and I had a lot of fun doing so, right? So I kind of like overlooked maybe a little bit the time. And I got stuck in, I think, I'm back, welcome back, Cookie! And I got stuck in the ancient library or something like that, I think. And dude, this dungeon, it was just... It was the death of me, because that thing was just annoying as hell. Not only there were like... What was it? There was an enemy where you had to get a certain spell, which is called level 5 death, yeah, level 5 death. Overlook the time, 10 hours later. Yeah, pretty much like that. Almost. It was like, oh, cool, it's free, okay. Suddenly it's like 12 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shit, it's midnight. I maybe should get to bed. Yeah, and then it was 2 a.m. and I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it was just I'm really feeling the grind at the moment, and it's just I'm enjoying the grind way too much. And if you watch some videos and listen to some music at the same time, yeah, it's just time is a goner. So yeah. And yesterday when I was like in this stupid library, I was going insane because level 5 death spell is a spell that kills your party member instantly, no matter how much life they have, if they are at a level that is dividable through 5. And my whole team was level 15 at this point. And I went into this dungeon not knowing what awaits me. And I got to this little random encounter that is like not hard, that has not much life and everything, and it one-shotted my team over and over again. And I was a little bit confused because I was supposed to get the blue mage from this particular spell as well, and I was like, if nobody in the party can survive this spell, how am I supposed to get the spell itself? And then it turned out I did some research, right? Because I was like, how dumb am I if I don't figure out why this is killing me? Because there was no explanation to what the spell is exactly. It's just got level 5 death, and I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm level 15 because of the 5 in 15. So I figured if you're like level 5, level 15, level 25, or 50, 51, you know, anytime you have a 5 in your level, I thought this killed you. And no, it was just dividable by 5. But still, that was like insane. And then I figured, okay, so I just need to keep my blue mage at level 15, basically. And I only have to have one person at level 16 or a non-dividable. So when I noticed that my freaking blue mage is the one with the most XP, so he would always be the one getting to level 16 first. I was figuring like, okay, I could either let him die and just don't revive him for a couple of fights, but then again, I figured, no, I'm not going to do the grind and then have like one person behind, so I decided to actually level to level 20 instead, because I know my Final Fantasy games up to this point. You always have to grind somewhere. Either if you're like going through the game without any issues, then you probably have to grind at the end of the game to get an achievement where your whole party's like, I don't know, level 50, 70, 90, 99. So I just decided to do some leveling so that I would just have an easier time as well. But it took so freaking long. And then finally my blue mage was level 20. Another one was also level 20 and the rest was like level 19, so it should be fine. I went back in, did that dumb spell. And then I figured, okay, I'm going to continue. But this dungeon almost broke me. There was like another spell I was supposed to get. And this creature just didn't spawn at all while I was going through the dungeon. So I knew, okay, once I beat the final boss, I had to go back. Which is totally fine, no problem at all, I'm used to this. And I just figured, go through the dungeon, if it doesn't work, then just get in there and just farm a little bit more, fine. This dungeon confused me. I went in, farmed the spell, and I wanted to get out. But when I returned to... There was like a section where you had to move around some bookshelves and stuff in order to get into the dungeon. And when I went into the screen, all the bookshelves were like on their usual starting place before you go in. So, of course, my gamer brain was like, oh, okay, they're back at square one. Good for you. That means I probably just need to go to the same spots where the buttons were or the trigger points were, and it should open up again, right? No, it didn't. I ran to the point where the buttons were, and it was like there was nothing there. And I was sitting there like, oh, please, for the love of God, don't tell me I actually have to go back to the boss arena and use the shortcut there. Because of course my brain is like, if I going to farm a certain creature, I'm going to farm it at a spot where I can go to a heal point. So I just stayed in the first room because I knew it can spawn there. Got it fairly quickly and I wanted to go back. Didn't work. And like I said, I went where the usual buttons were. And it was an accessible thing. There was like, the last button was like up a little ladder and right in the bookshelf. So it was just like, oh, pull this book, and then the thing moves. And all the other buttons would also like been retraceable. So my brain was just like, okay, if the button isn't there, then it's not there at all. So I, of course, went through the whole dungeon again. It was okay-ish quick, I would say, because you basically, you know, if you already went through the dungeon, got all the loot, you just have to really rush through the main way and you don't have to bother with all the little nooks and crannies. But when I entered the final boss room, the shortcut that guy I saved from down there opened up wasn't there. And yet again, it was up a ladder where I just had to pull a book out and then it should open up and you should be back at the starting area. But no, this is a cutscene thing. There is no exit there. Not at all. And I was sitting here like, are you freaking kidding me? I went through the whole dungeon again just to be stuck again. You can't be serious. And then I sat there like, okay, how do I get out of this dungeon? Do I have teleport? Because I know teleport is like a usual skill you also use in the Final Fantasy franchise. And none of my guys had teleportation magic. Oh gosh, I need to drink something. Stay hydrated, guys, even though if you're yapping for hours. So yeah, I was looking through all my spells, all my items, and I couldn't find a way to get out of this dungeon while I was like in the dungeon. I also looked at my save files, and the thing was, I did not save at the beginning of the dungeon when I got the spell, because I got the spell and was like, okay, I have to get out of here, and then I forget to save. And there were autosaves as well, but they always occurred when you switched the screen. So of course, the last autosave was in the same room as I was currently stuck in. So I was sitting there like, dude, how do I get out of this freaking library? What did I do? And I was like, oh, please don't tell me there was a way in the beginning. And then I had to search for 10 minutes straight because nobody really had an answer to how to get out, or there were like very stupid Reddit posts where I'm like, duh, Captain Obvious, thank you. For once, there were like so many pages where people were just like, use teleport, dumbass, get out there with teleport. Your time should know teleport if you went back in there. And I sat there like, my time doesn't know teleport. When does it learn it? Or where do I get it? And then I did some research on where to get teleport. And the thing is, at the point where I was, it was impossible for me to have teleport. Because apparently you can get it, like, you can find it in a chest. In an area I wasn't yet, where I was, story-wise, I couldn't get there. Because I would have to beat this dungeon first. And like I said, I always do it, like, immediately, so I didn't like progress the story or anything. So all the people who wrote, yeah, just use teleport, duh, I was sitting here like, dude, I went into the dungeon ASAP. I don't have teleport. What do you mean? And then some others were like, oh yeah, there is a shortcut in the end boss room, just go there. And I'm like standing in the room and there is no shortcut here. This is a cutscene shortcut. And there were also like tons of comments saying there is no shortcut there. This is a cutscene triggered shortcut. You are not going to be able to get out of there. And I was like, yeah, but how else do I get out of there? And then I finally found like a Reddit user entry where someone had the exact same problem as me, where they walked through the whole dungeon, didn't get the spell, and then they went in right away, and also did the same thing. They were like, yeah, I went into the first room, I tried to find the button, but it wasn't there. Then I figured I need to go through the whole dungeon, and now I'm standing like in the end boss room, and I just don't feel like going back and trying my luck in the library again. Did I overlook the button or what? And then a user just said, yes, you did overlook the button. If you want to go back in the first room, the buttons are not at the same place, so you have to look for them again at different places. And I sat there like, oh my freaking god. For real? Because my brain is just like, okay, it was just a one-way ticket in. I mean, a lot of Final Fantasy games have that. You enter a dungeon through a hole or anything where you cannot get out, and that's just a point of no return, right? So I figured, okay, but I know there is an exit at the end which has opened up, so I'm just going to get there. It doesn't matter that I have to take some time, because I mean, a little bit XP is totally fine. I love XP. All good. And then they close the freaking exit at the end, and you sit there like a total dumbass, and you're thinking and just regretting life choices in that moment. I mean, it was just for me insanity, you know. But yeah, that was my story with the library from Final Fantasy V yesterday. It was just. It was driving me nuts. And when I finally got out, I was like, okay, that's it for today. It's already 2 AM in the morning. I should go to bed. You broke me, library. Congratulations. Because the random accounts are also so annoying, because all of my people were level 20 and I still had those level 5 death spell chances with those guys when I met them. So sometimes if I would just run into this encounter and I could kill them very quickly, but their attacks are completely random. So there is a high chance that their first attack, especially if you enter the random encounter in Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters, you have the chance to get just a normal fight where everybody has like their own initiative and everything is just like, you know, the person with that is the quickest attacks first. But there are also chances where you get like a preemptive strike where your whole team can attack first and the enemy was just surprised or something like that, right? And vice versa, there are also back attacks where the enemy is allowed to strike first and you have no chance. And if my enemies got this chance that they were allowed to strike first, and they got like the lucky roll that they were allowed to use a level 5 death immediately, well, I was dead. Insta-kill. Nothing I could do. And I should go to Marnie's first before I empty this one. For another... I think the last pick, or am I wrong? Let me see. We have 3 cows, 3 goats, 2 pigs. And that should be 12. And if I'm not mistaken, Barons only can fit 12 when they're fully upgraded. Let's see, let's see. Yep. Huh? Ostriches! It's possible to get ostriches. Okay, I don't know how or where to get them. But we'll see, I guess. Guess those are new, definitely. Oh, I wanted to go to Marnie, not to the barn itself. Oh, ostriches, yeah, apparently I can get ostriches. I don't want to spoil myself where I get them, though, but apparently I can get them somewhere, because I just looked how many creatures can fit in the barn, and there is also a list of which creatures that can be. And there are ostriches on there. So, and let's go with Eden. Eden alert. There we go. Alright, those are all the animals we can buy so far, and I'm so saving up for an auto grabber. Because those are going to save me so much time and headache. Because then I can just go into the barn, grab all the stuff, throw it into the machines, and we're done. So, yeah. Anyways, I honestly am really looking forward to playing Final Fantasy again. And also my shoulder is slowly getting better. I still feel like a slight pain, but it's not like as bad anymore. So hopefully everything is going to be fine. And just so you guys know, in the next couple of weeks, I don't know when yet I'm going to be gone for like around, I'm not sure if I'm going to be gone the whole week, but I think 3 days at least, because we're going to go on a mini vacation, and it's going to be like in a little spa resort, just to, you know, relax, drink some cocktails, really rest up and just enjoy our lives. And we're going there like during the week, so sometimes between Monday and Friday, because on weekends there is just, you know how it is. Weekends often get like insanely busy, and we're just going to do it under the week. So yeah, yeah, that's all good. You deserve it. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're so sweet. So yeah, I'm going to post it in the Discord definitely when exactly this is going to be, as soon as I know it. Also, I also had to call with my mentorship program because of what we are going to do, since I am like injured and since we don't know when it's going to be over and stuff. And I also talked to them about a couple of other things and everything. And my mentorship, I dropped out of the mentorship so far because I really am at a point where I'm like, I have done so many like mentorships and stuff, and hey there, Paul. What's WSG? What's good? Oh, I see. Sorry, I did as I've been here before. Yeah, I know you've been there before because it's not your first chat message, but I was like, try guess who I am. I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, to answer your question, Cookie. Oh, but you paid for it, no? Yes, I did pay for it, but it's a monthly subscription thing, so I'm still waiting on them to get back to me to see how we're going to deal with the money issues. Renewed sheep. Oh, I see. Hey there. If you would have written that you are like munching on like metal or stuff, I would have definitely guessed it would be you. Welcome, welcome. But is this, did you rename yourself or is this a different account? Just curious. I gave up on metal. Ah, I see. Ah, okay. Renamed. Ah. Because I was like, okay, I see that you are this is not your first message, but I was like, I don't remember the name. That's why I was a little bit hesitant to answer. I'm stuck with the name for 2 months. Oh no, why is that? Did you lose a bet or anything? Because that is a very sus name, I do have to say. Right. This. Um, But yeah, about the Cecilia. But about the mentorship, I was really sad that I had to drop out of it, but we decided it would be just the best for now because I I and my doctor am not able to tell like an exact time or date when I can go back into drawing, which is one of the biggest reasons why we decided to just pause the program. And the other thing was we were doing some math and stuff, and we didn't want to accidentally have my course collide with the wedding. Because I also have right now the planning is like very chill because it's we have a lot of time and most of the stuff is like you talk to people, hey, we want to be at your location or whatnot, and you have to go there like a few months before the wedding. So right now it's just more finding the right people and then you go into the planning phase a few months before that because planning it now is just a waste of time, on their side. So yeah. I haven't been banned from a Seal chat yet. Also, I should be able to join the Discord now. Give me a sec. Ooh, yay! You're welcome on our Discord server. Um, so yeah, I was just talking to them, and there's also the possibility. They told me that I could do a rent a mentor, which is basically like the name suggests, you just pay the mentor for just helping you out for like a couple of lessons maybe and stuff. And that's actually like something I would prefer doing because the video things they provide, they're very cool, but a lot of the stuff I already know, and it feels more like you rent them. Yes, it is called rent a mentor. You rent a mentor, and they are very, very, very aware that it sounds super funny and weird, but I love it. Ben for offensive name. Actually, a ballcock is a plumbing part. What? Wait, what? Oh my god, it is. I know the thing, but I had no idea that it's called like that in English. That is so funny. I see. So you're like in a gray zone. People who are in the plumbing industry would just smile at your joke, and other people are like, what the hell is a ball cock? Because that's what actually got me. It was like I read your I have tried to train myself to read a name before I read it out loud. So I looked at the chat, I saw your name, and I was like, "Oh hey, uh, um, hi, hi, person whose name sounds very suspicious." That was like my reaction when I read your name, and I was like, "Oh no, this is a trap. This is a trap for sure." Uh oh. People dared me to do it, and I did it because I was bored. Fair enough, fair enough. Also, is there a Discord link or something? A command, yes, it's exclamation mark Discord. There you go. But yeah, the people. Oh gosh. something just flew into my eye, like a very, very tiny, cutesy little fly that somehow managed to get in my room. Oh gosh. There we go. I'm in! Yay! Then, well, welcome to the madness. Also, I need to find out on which level I can get earth crystals. Because I really need them for some additional mayonnaise machines. Yeah, no shit, sure. Like, I get them in the mines. What? Okay, 1 to 39. Also dropped from Duckies from 1 to 29, so 1 to 29 is actually like a better thing to go by. I mean, hi Patrick, how are you doing? As you can tell, my name is also Borgok in Discord. Yeah, I am Borgok. It's Ram. This is just you know, if I wouldn't have known you before, would have been 100% sure you're just like a troll. Oh, you say mayonnaise? Funny mayonnaise? How you pronounce it in English? Because in German it's just mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, 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 mayonnaise. May like the month? May. Google Translate. Doing fine. How you doing? And hope everything Spectrum related is resolved. Mayonnaise? Mayonnaise? Something like that. Okay. Also, Patrick, I was actually just talking about that stuff. So, I had a call with Jazz on Friday, and we talked about like everything that is going on at my end currently and whatnot. And we decided it would be best if I drop out for now. Because it's just, I cannot give them like an exact date when I can return, which is like the biggest problem, of course. And then we talked about a couple of other things and stuff, and that I'm also like in some sort of learning burnout currently. And then I just feel like I need some time where I work on projects that are just for me and just for fun. Because I have been like pushing myself out of the comfort zone for 5 years straight, like since 2020, and it was just like I was doing one uni course after another and stuff, and it's also because of the wedding next year. I want to save some money and whatnot, and it's just, yeah. I just feel very like burned out, both like physically and mentally, from just constantly only learning, getting input, getting feedback, pushing myself out there and whatever. So yeah. Mayonnaise on an escalator. What? Escalator? What? Yeah, there you go. Mayonnaise. What? Wait, did I already tell you guys I'm Australian? Yes, I think you did. Oh, sad, but it makes sense if you have so much on the side going. Thanks for the update. You're very welcome, Patrick. Yeah, I really don't want to like drop out completely. That was my problem because I really like CG Spectrum. I like the people, I like Jazz, I like Penny, I like Tyler, I like everybody there. And Chess also told me that there is like the possibility to rent a mentor as well. So if I want to do some stuff as well, because we did some quick math and we tried to figure out, okay, what if I take like off a couple of months? Would that be like better for me just to, because the issue with my neck and shoulders is it is sometimes gone for like 1 or 2 days, then I do like a little bit of stuff and then it's suddenly back with like full force. And I really am having like a hard time to really get a feeling for it, I guess. So, my doctor also said, yeah, it probably takes still like a couple of months for me to fully heal, so that's just normal. And it was just so annoying, and the constant stress at the back of my head to think that, okay, I have like stuff I need to do, and I have to focus on CG Spectrum as well, was just like really, really not helping. I felt so pressured. I felt so stressed. I also felt so bad because for me, it was like also a waste of money at the moment because I'm paying for this mentorship and I cannot really attend it properly. And that was also like one reason why I was like, ah, so annoying. But yeah, it's just, I figured, okay, come on, I'm so stressed that I'm going to focus on streaming, doing freelance work and stuff first, getting better, then do the wedding, because I also don't want the course to clash with the wedding, because the last couple of weeks in courses and mentorships like that are always the hardest, in my opinion, because you really crunch and try to finish everything. So yeah. So in short, why I dropped out is money reasons, to save money for the wedding and stuff. My physical health, of course, because I just can't draw consistently at the moment, and I really want to focus 100% on the course and not just like do it half-ass. As basically, that's my biggest problem. Because if I do something, I want to do it right and not just like, I don't know, lack the time to do it just because I can't. Then it's also like my physical health, that I want to take just a little bit of a break from mentorships and just do stuff for fun and just try to get into the groove again and just do stuff for myself basically, instead of always doing it for like others, for courses and whatnot. And then there's of course the wedding, like I said, is like the biggest part as well, because I'm going to be like super busy next year probably, and it's just, I think I just put on too much on my plate and I had to just step away for a moment. Mm-mm. She doesn't know, gang. No, I sadly don't know. I know that meme. I don't know. Post a meme on the Discord. I wanna know. If it's not safe for work, then DM me. Well, you can always join the TA sessions too, I guess, and still stay in contact with the community. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Wow. That meme, wow. It's so simple, and it's literally just the mayonnaise and escalator. It has its own song. Oh, okay, but that's just a GIF, right? Might need to listen to the song afterwards. I think it's a cover of one of an AC/DC song, really. Like Stairway to Hell or what? I see it go up to so see you later. Yeah, focus on your physical and mental health. Bye bye to the sky. You did. There's so much on the plate. The plate's broke. The plate broke. Yeah, don't look up bio the GIF. So yeah. Also, Patrick, I think we really need to go into a call one of these days. Because Jess let something slip, since she also said you were talking to her about stuff, right? And things you heard from me from the stream. And she also was like, "Yeah, you're currently not working," which is kind of like, "Wait, what? What? When did that happen? Wait a second, what's going on?" So we really need to just sit down and just like talk stuff out a little bit. Because I was already wondering, since you were like streaming more often when I came online, which is amazing. Uh, da, 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 Today is also my first day as a late of hour. Oh, no. Okay, that's kind of great timing actually. Might also take a break from industry work, focus on my own a bit, and then come back stronger, better. 10 p.m. I have to wait a while. 3 hours for? Oh no, for what? For what do you have to wait? Also, Ren, do you want to call uh, me to call you Ren, or do you want to be called Ball for the next 2 months? Anything. Okay, anything. I call you anything. No, it's a bad luck day. Oh, shoot. Well, you should have known that I'm going to say that. That was like the obvious joke to make. But if you want to hop on a call, sure, just let me know when it's best for you and we can chill a bit. Sure, sure. Because that honestly like shocked me so much because that was just like, what? Also, you said laid off, so that sucks. I figured maybe you just quit yourself, but being laid off that sucks. Welcome to the game industry, I guess. I know what you can call me. Oh no, what's going to happen now? I get another win with Tia this time. You do? Are you trying to get me into a trap again? Hubert Blaine Wolfisch Legelstein Hausenbergerdorf Senior? Call me that. Well, a hard name to remember. Times are rough currently. 6 weeks ago, I was in the hospital. Mental physical health took a hit and being laid off. Yep, welcome to my life currently. Oh, that sucks so much. I'm so sorry to hear that. Seriously. I mean, you don't have to answer this question, right? But did they lay you off because you were in the hospital? Is that what happened? Because for me, that's always like the worst thing ever. You get sick because of whatever reason, then you get laid off because of that. That's just... I don't... That's the kind of stuff that makes me really angry from time to time. Because it always feels like... If that's the reason people get fired, it feels like, yeah, they're just getting stepped on when they're already on the ground. If there's anything I can do for you, Patrick, please let me know, right? Oh no, they still want to work with me. Oh, it's just no project going on right now, and all the projects that should happen are getting pushed back because investors are pulling out. Oh no, okay, that's at least something. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, times are tough. That is also one thing I talked to Jess about, that the current like situation in the industry is just not good. So yeah, I feel that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I do have lovely people that care for me and support me, so I'm doing alright. That's great to hear. I'm so happy for you. That's the most important thing, I guess. Oh, I closed the door by accident. Have to remember to open it up. Why can't I put this in... Can I put this in the silo? No, I can't. I'm going to sell it because it's so annoying to carry it around with me. I'm gonna have a migraine after reading all of this. Oh no. But yeah, like you said, the industry is currently just a big mess. I also heard about the Microsoft layoffs that didn't happen too long ago and stuff, and it's just so frustrating at the moment. There will be better times because it's always like that, right? Industries always take like have ups and downs and whatnot. It's normal, but it's a tough time being an artist, that's for sure. Yeah, another 8K people gone. Yeah, and the worst thing is just because of that reason, there are almost no junior openings as well and stuff, and it's so hard to break into the industry because your competition are seasoned veterans who have been laid off from companies because they have already had worked within the industry. And all the jobs I like applied to were always like, yeah, sorry, we cannot take you. Your portfolio looks awesome, by the way, but we'll look for people who have actually worked in the industry. And I'm like, Dude, please, just give me a chance. I'm going to try my very best. I'm a quick learner, please. I beg you. And that's just insanity. I mean, I even had like this idea when everything goes to hell basically, and really I have the feeling like there's no chance that I can like work in the industry as an artist. I'm just going to learn programming. Just because if you learn programming, you don't have to specifically like work for like the gaming industry and stuff. You can just go into other kind of businesses as well. But it's just so annoying. It feels like I picked the worst time to start trying to get serious as an artist. Oh, I might correct you. There are more junior positions open right now, at least what I saw, since a lot of studios save money and don't even hire seniors, but it might just be a feeling. Really? Where do you see those junior jobs? Because on LinkedIn and stuff, I mean, I've been not looking like as regularly as I used to because I've tried for like quite a while to get in, and my portfolio, I always got the same, you know. Your portfolio is nice, but it's not enough. So that's why I also like was with CG Spectrum. Yeah, I do have an appointment on Wednesday in the in my mess. No, ja, Fugrik. They will look confused if I say I'm a concept artist and I want to work at that. Let me just tell you, just just ignore those bastards. They are like the worst kind of people. When I got out of my first uni, they were like so not supportive. They didn't even like put me in as a concept artist. They just said, "Oh yeah, so you do something like graphics design?" I'm like, "No, I don't do graphic design. Graphic design is something completely different." And they were like, "Yeah, but I have to put in something so people know what you exactly are." So, yeah. I'm just going to use graphic design. And I sit there like, yeah, thanks, asshole. Fanta or Coke? Sprite, usually. Yeah, Fanta, I would say. If you want, we can also talk about portfolio in your call. Yeah, sure, I would love to. For the most part, I usually got super helpful people there. Really? Oh wow, no, mine were like total jerks. It was like a woman that had zero idea of anything, okay? She had like, I don't know, how did I explain this? She was infuriatingly dumb. Because she didn't know what Photoshop was, she didn't know like what Illustrator was and stuff, and she was like so disinterested in everything I was doing, which was crazy. And it was not like I really explained it to her in like simple terms and stuff. And I mean, she didn't even like really understand what an illustrator does. And basically, usually, if you tell people, yeah, I'm like an illustrator, I do illustrate stuff and do concepts, then they start to get an understanding. But this person was just like, I don't even know what illustrations are. And I was like, the pictures in children's books, for example, those are illustrations? Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Uh-huh. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I'm just too charming. Just kidding, 10 IQ, yeah. No, I guess you also can be lucky there, but in my case, they were just, I don't know. Next Friday, I have an appointment to change my client web into a normal company structure, so I might take on freelance soon. Ooh. Those are great news. Where do you get your freelance jobs from, by the way? do you have any preferred sites and stuff? Because I really want to focus more on like doing freelance at the moment, because I have been like trying to focus on studios so much, but I just, like I said, I didn't get into it. I also referred a few jobs to friends. Let me know when you feel good, and if something comes along, I'll refer you. Oh, and that's something you can do, like if you're like, you know, apply for a job, you get a referral. I've never thought about this actually. So what did I want? Oh, carrots. I threw away the carrots. Well, not threw away, but I put them into the thingamabob. I guess we really need to talk soon. Yeah, definitely we need to talk soon. I don't have any carrot seeds anymore. Shoot. I mean, I did have like a couple of art tests in the past, but I'm pretty sure like I had 4, and 2 of them were definitely like scams. Because the stuff they had in their like, you know, the studio name was like AAA Studio, and I don't know if that's like, I don't know, just a cover for studios. But then again, all the things they had written, they looked more like an AI had done this, and they were like looking for artists that can train their AI thing. So I'm more careful like with artists, and the other 2 were like, one were for, or was for a studio that had like a dark fantasy kind of very ink style, and I have never done this before. I tried my best to emulate their style, but I failed miserably. Because I don't do like dark fantasy stuff and very ink-heavy stuff, so it was completely new, and I didn't have like a lot of time. I just had a couple of hours to do it as well. Because when you opened up the file, the clock already starts ticking. So usually if I have a little bit of time and the art style is not what I usually do, I try to research a couple of things and see how other people do it. But like 4 hours is like nothing, and they had also like a very strict schedule what the hours should look like. Like you had, I think, 1 hour to do some research and 15 minutes for the first sketch and so on and so forth, and it was like the 4 hours this art test took were completely booked. And of course I didn't manage to get the job because they said, yeah, my style is just not what they were looking for, and they also said like I stayed too close to the reference pictures. But for me, it's always like super hard to figure out what people want at an art test, because my second art test was, or the first art test before this one with the dark fantasy style, I differed too much from the original source, but still like in a concept art kind of way. So if they're like, hey, we want an animal wizard thing or something, then I tried like a couple of stuff like from normal wizards to necromancers, different like elements, different creatures. And the prompt was just like an animal sorcerer. So I just, you know, did a couple of stuff, and then they said, yeah, and please render out one of your ideas. And I rendered out like one of the I'm not allowed to tell you what exactly it was, because that wizard thing was just an example. And I rendered out one of the ideas. They thought it was too far away from the original source material, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I had like in the sketches one thing that was like literally, if you ask me to draw a Pikachu, I have drawn a Pikachu. So it was so like the basic of the basic things that was almost like exact reference, just a little bit diverted from it. Then I took like another step away from the thing, and another step, and another step. And you cannot tell me that there is not a single thing in there that is not close enough to what you were looking for. I mean, you always have, I don't know, in an art test you don't have the feedback, because if I'm like drawing sketches usually and you have somebody that is like, oh yeah, I like this direction, I don't like this direction, go more in this, it's easier. That's why I try to do like a lot of different ideas during an art test. And with this one particular dark fantasy art test, it was just like, I didn't have the time to do like insane ideas, because I was already like stressing out if I would even be able to do what they want me to deliver in that time frame. And yeah, I don't know. It's just very, very hard. There is games out there, sadly. Yeah, I have downloaded a lot of videos. Is it so? What kind of videos do I want to know? Usually you get the brief and finish it correct. Yeah. But it's just, like I said, it's just so hard to, like, estimate what they're looking for, because there are clients that want just the plainest and simplest idea, and then there are clients that want you to go nuts. But hey, I'm still, like, super happy that I even got art tests, because that is something I have not gotten before, and apparently I get more, like, art test stuff, so... Who knows? Maybe, but I'm just, like... I'm just burned out at the moment when it comes to searching for jobs and stuff, because I have failed so many times, even though I worked so hard. I mean, I have ruined my body, basically, so... If that is not working hard enough, I don't know what is. I might post them in Discord and make it more chaotic. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah, but post it in the right channels, right? So, memes and memes and stuff. Da 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 da. Hey, art tests are nice, gives you real projects. Yeah, that is true, but at the same time they are like super intimidating. But I do have noticed that I'm like more relaxed with art tests than I was in the beginning. Because my first art test, it felt just like a real school exam. But I got more comfortable with it, and even like, if the time frame is like very short, then sadly I'm like a way too slow artist. I don't know what to do about that. I'm trying my best, but I'm painfully slow, and I just feel I suck at everything, so I try my best, but I'm not like anymore like stressed out about it like I used to be, where I was just like completely going crazy because I noticed I can't do it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to try my very best. If they take me, it's great. If not, well, nothing I can do about it. But at least I tried. That's my mantra currently. It's just like, as long as I don't like freak out before I even tried it. I don't know, I'm just a very, very anxious person when it comes to stuff like that. If I can say something to that, please take care of yourself too. We love art, but it's not worth risking your own health for it. Thanks You was one of the larger artists that pushed that grind mindset, and I also followed it for a long time. To be honest, not worth it. And be proud of what you did and what you already achieved. Never compare yourself to others. They have different paths and you have your own. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, all you can do is try. That is those are such sweet words, Patrick. I'm going to watch those videos probably later, because I cannot watch them on stream. But yeah, that is so true. Also, I do have to say, I have met like a lot of people who had this grind mindset, who did nothing but art. And they are not happy. They are not happy people. At least most of them aren't. Like, I always have to be careful not to say too much, or to reveal the people to anyone who knows who I'm talking about. I had like one friend who had like drawn so much that they really ruined their hand in a way they cannot even hold a pen anymore. Because they drew so much and all the time and whatnot, and now they cannot do anything anymore, basically. Because I don't know how it's called. It's like, you know, a surgery where they had to. It was something with like the bones and stuff where there were like, how's it called? Uh, Let me see. I mean, I know one of them had like where the bone was super run down to a point where it was just grinding on each other all the time, or like the joint, right? And bone deposition. There was like a deposition growing in his like ham bones, and they were like growing harder, so he had like a really hard time to close his hand and stuff like that. At least that's how he explained to me, and yeah. Like so many beginner artists never will get to your point too. You can be so proud of what you for of you can be so proud of you for doing all that work and investing all the information and passion. I always admire people who want to become better at a skill, and you're doing an amazing job with it. Don't make me cry. This is so sweet of you to say. Thank you. I might try and voice just later and stream a movie if it works. Maybe Venom. Oh, Venom like shared streaming. That would be cool. I don't know if I would be able to join, but that's cool. Of yeah, and you know, a tendonitis, which I also have partially have, and whatnot. Then there are other people who, you know, they don't have they really want to have a relationship, but they never like had a chance because they were so focused on work, or exactly because they were so focused on work, the relationship broke up and whatnot, right? So it's really so difficult to balance everything. Which Venom? True. I need to watch the newer one because I only watched the first one. Oh, hello people. Hey there, Mud. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. But that also means that everybody is finally here, I think. At least the most regular of people. Because I have an announcement to make for you guys. And I've been waiting for you, Matt, because now everybody's here. Cookie's here, Bach is here, Ocean is here. I don't know if Stibbles is lurking or not, but still, he will read it in the Discord as well. Because it is finally... Wait. Okay, Ocean is gone. We have to wait with the announcement. Too bad, too bad. I've seen Carnage way more. Da da da. Let There Be Carnage or the first one. You guys are talking about Venom movies. I love those. I have watched all of them. No, I'm not here. I might stream it and voice it later if it works. Ding 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 ding! Announcement! There is going to be an announcement. You guys have been requesting a little something lately, and it's going to happen this week. I am going to start streaming on Friday as well, so you will have my lovely, annoying voice from Monday to Friday instead from Monday to Thursday. An additional streaming day just for you. So, I'm also posting it in the Discord to make it official. I still have to upgrade my schedule on Twitch as well because I didn't want to do it just in case someone is looking at it and already noticing it beforehand. So yeah, let's go. We get extra yapping on Friday. You do, you do. And with an extra stream on Friday, we might be also able to do some community streams too. I'm gonna have to mute the stream. I'm gonna have to mute the stream real quick. How dare you? Nice, sounds awesome. Yeah, gotta figure out teams. Out TS. So yeah, so we are going to do Monday to Friday, the usual hours, you know the drill. But yeah, Tia says this, but she had to add a day for streaming so I don't catch up to her in Stardew. Dang it, Matt knows exactly why I put an extra day in. How did you know? How did she know? They thought we wouldn't know, but we did. You guys always know, which is why it's so creepy. Best try to villain off. I'm back. Oh wait, something's up. Bye, Ocean. He will never know. He will miss the stream because he didn't hear the announcement. Oh, I don't have coal with me. But yeah, since I dropped out of my mentorship, I figured I want to do stuff that is fun for me, that makes me happy, and that is just... Right now, I enjoy streaming a lot, and I'm going to focus more on my freelance work and everything, and... yeah. So once I'm back to health and my shoulder doesn't hurt as much, I'm also going to work on emotes and stuff so we can finally get those too. So yeah, you fool, I knew all along. Is that so, Oceanman? Is that so? Let's go, we get crazy emotes! Yes, you do. Yippee! I'm horsing around. Oh, I see. Sneville showed me a streamer who was playing Uma Musume, so I looked into it and I get the addiction potential. I get it now. I get it. I really get it. I wasn't playing the stream and I was also like rooting for the girls to win. So yeah, welcome back, Ball. Welcome back. I see why it's so addicting. I watched the anime all 3 seasons. You nerd! But I honestly would have been surprised if you didn't. You teared up 2 times. Oh. I'll stream Venom. Ooh. And cried. Which anime? Uma Musume. No, don't eat. Put it in. Oh, they gave you play. I almost cried in season 3. Oh. Waiting the day they make Kita-san black playable. WTF, what has never seen it? An anime about horse girls who are racing. Also, can my piggy pigs please grow up? Need some truffles. I also need more cheesemakers. So much to do, so much to do. I do have a meeting now. Was good to catch up with you. And as I said, feel free to reach out anytime. Bye everyone, enjoy the stream. Thank you again, Patrick, for stopping by. It was lovely seeing you today. Have fun at your meeting. Uma Musume literally just translates as horse girls. Yeah, yeah, so true. Okay, I think I said we're done with all the things. Yeah, I wanted to buy auto grabbers for both the coop and the barn. I have a confession, I haven't been doing any art. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Who's your favorite Tia now that you saw one stream? I have not watched long enough. It was like a streamer who was also skipping through everything. So he didn't like do the story much. I just saw like how the races work and that you train with them in between and stuff. So sadly, I don't have enough information to really say, okay, I have a favorite. A lot of the girls look very, very cute and pretty. Yeah, I know, that's fair. I've somehow managed Yuna to take a look at the anime and the game. Really, is that so? Oh, I wanted to grab some stuff to put into the kegs. I'm gonna craft one more keg for now, I think. Oh, not keg, I mean the preserves jar. Wood, stone, and coal. Stone. But I don't have enough wood, don't I? Nope. Well... I think I'm also going to do this. Okay, I'm going to go to Clint's, bring Pierre his sashimi as well, and then we see. Lurk, for real, I'm going somewhere. Thank you for the lurk, Ocean Man. Enjoy it. He's going to be back in 5 seconds, maybe. Could be. Could be possible. A ripe parsnip. Oh no, I missed Jane's birthday. Oh, too bad. But hey, at least I don't need to talk to Louis anymore. There you have your sashimi. You're welcome. No one cares about Shane. Me included. But Shane gives you blue chickens, and they're so cute! Oh! If I don't befriend him, I cannot get my blue chickens. They are super cute. You need to Google them. Blue is my favorite color, so I have to have blue chickens. Da 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 da. 25 gold star vegetables, that's doable. Hey there, I'm looking for a big wood box. Blah 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 blah. Guts. It's not the brains, are they? No, I'm gonna do the pier thing. Because that's something I can do. Also, we can go to the sewers. Completely forgot about that as well. Let me see. Tia, do you know about cubing? Like, the magic cube cubing? Which you also posted last week, I think. Or is this like a different kind of cubing? Yeah, Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I do. I actually did some cubing when I was younger as well. Where you learn how to, you know, where you learn the patterns and stuff. But I was like 12 when I last did it, so I don't remember anything anymore. But it's always super fascinating to watch people do it. I also like saw someone build a robot that's like solving a Rubik's Cube in just like milliseconds, which was like also insane. But I always enjoyed more if people do it and not like robots, because robots is like, yeah, it's a robot, dude. Yeah, world record for a single solve is 3.6 seconds. It kills off in 3.06 seconds, sorry. Okay, that's insane. Oh, I did not look here. Oops. Okay, let's go and get an auto grabber. And there is a time at which you need to start and stop. I'm always like, I'm pretty sure it takes a second if I pick up the cube and throw it back with it solving. 3 sec solve is insane, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my first auto grabber, hooray! Yeah, I mean, that's just... Imagine you slip while solving a cube, right? So you have to have a grip, you have to be quick, you cannot make a single mistake, you have to have a perfectly fine cube. Because I have like done a couple of Rubik's Cubes, and if you have like an older one or a cheap one, they always get sometimes stuck if you spin them wrong and everything, so... That's crazy. There's a whole association called WCA, World Cubing Association. They're official comps. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that makes sense, right, for this type of thing. Alright, I need to, what did I want to make, by the way? Cheese makers, I think. No. Oh yeah, preserves jar. I give up? What do you give up? It's a sport. Yeah, it's a sport like also those, cup stacking things. I think I'm going to do it like this. Put the chest up there. Don't know if I'm going to use it anymore, but we'll see. Where's my auto grabber? There it is. Boop. Perfect. Uh, I've only gone to one comp because I wanted to see what's like. Cup stacking, yeah. I've been trying to figure out how to stream movies without a black screen. Didn't go well. Oh, too bad. Oh yeah, I have seen a video of that too. Yeah, in general, stuff like that is like super impressive. And thank God those trees have grown. Because I already feared that I wouldn't have, like, trees around anymore. Because I've been, like, chopping a lot of trees lately. Cubing is huge. There are different events and different sizes and types of cubes. Yeah, I've seen that, like, there are such tiny cubes that are, like, they look so fragile because they're, like, so tiny. But I don't know if they are, like, used for competition as well, but it's just, like, insane. They're so small. Also, do you have anything of interest for me? Oh, another rare seed. I'll take that. The last real event cube is 2x2. I have one. 2x2. Oh, I was talking about, you know, the normal 9x9s, but like tiny. Or 3x3, not 9x9. The number Rubik's Cube you see, the standard is 3x3. Yeah, 9x9. I was like taking all the things. Yeah. But I was talking about the 3x3, but just tiny. There's a miniature 3x3 I know of, but the comp ones are 54 millimeters to 56 millimeters generally. But I mean, they are pretty tiny. Yeah. Compared to the stuff you usually get. Because I don't think those are like this big, or are they? No. I don't know the norms, to be honest. Oh, secret note. Thank you. Just for Alex, favorite stuff. But I think I did that. Unimals, Secrets Woods, I did that. We saw that. 12 o'clock noon, sharp. Last day of season. Check the bus above the playground. We have that. Oh, the Mermaid Show as well, but we need to wait for another year to get that. The most curious thing I find is like the blindfolded event. Yeah, that is insane. I mean, how do they do that? Are the cubes like, you know, set to a certain color combination that they know? They legit memorize the cube and solve it in their head. Yay, we finally get to go to the sewer. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, there you can change professions. There is a special blindfolded method, but it is memorization heavy. Okay. Human visitor, this is mostly unusual. Oh, yeah, right. You have a void egg. I remember. Do you have a star drop? Ooh. How much do you cost? Holy moly. Interesting. But I do it in seconds, yeah. Oh. There's some kind of forest blocking my path. Alright, not going in there. Gotcha. I finally want to get a truffle so I can make truffle oil and get a greenhouse. I want a greenhouse. Pretty, please. I finally want to plant some fruit trees. The fear when you run towards by Abigail. She's mine now. Nothing you can do. Gotta take them all. How far are you, by the way, in Stardew Valley? Have you played ever since you reached winter? It's not a Pokemon game, Tia. It's not? But I want to be the very best. Stop catching them all. Okay. Go. Mm, 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 mm. But I want to be the very best and catch them all. There won't be left any one for any of y'all. Exactly. I'm greedy. So, wait. I wanted to make another cheesemaker as well. This, and this, and this? Yeah. No, it's not enough to get the second auto grabber, too bad. But almost, almost. Alright, you want a parsnip. I remember. I'm trying to get to sub 30 in, 3 times 3. Ooh. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh? Hi, Jody. Whew. Hi, Tia. Whew. That's just so weird. That was quite the workout, walking all the way up here. Anyway, I came by to ask if you wanted to have dinner with us tonight. I don't have to... Oh, you don't have to. But if you decide to come, could you please bring a largemouth bass with you? That's right, one of those big slimy fish from the lake. I need one for the casserole I'm making. Okay, well, I'll be at your house at around 7 PM tonight. It will be. Don't forget the largemouth bass. Bye! The top guy's hands were shaking after he almost broke national record. Hopefully the nerves hit real hard at Com. I bet they do. What's up, Cookie? Cookie's plotted something. Slimy fish. Yes, a very slimy fish. Okay, let's give one for Robin. So much to do. My voice is dying on me again. Please don't. It was supposed to be like a yummy. Ah, I see. Yeah, yummy, slimy fish. But on the point of yummy, I have like two food-related stories. One is like very yummy, and the other one is not so yummy. Oh, this one pig is finally an adult, which hopefully means I finally get some truffles. So, we've been on a date this weekend to like a restaurant that is a little bit more pricey, you know, just cute little romantic dinner and stuff. And the waiter of this location, he was bothering me so much because we have been there once before and it was very nice, it was very relaxing, calming, the food was great and stuff, and the food was also great. Food and drinks were amazing, so it's not like I have to complain about anything there. But this waiter, he just had this feeling of... I don't know how to explain it. I want to get you guys out of the restaurant as quickly as possible, like kind of vibe. Because usually if you like go to a little bit more of an expensive place, the waiters are like very forthcoming and they're like asking you 20 times an evening if you're... Are you okay? Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? How's your dinner? Do you want the next course? Do you want to wait a little bit? And yada yada yada. And that's basically how it usually works. And this guy was just... I don't know, pumping up the courses. Like, we barely finished one and he already like brought the next one. And that is very, very unusual because usually they don't do that. And it was just like, he was so unfriendly and such an arrogant person. Which was like insane. And his colleagues were like very sweet girls. And they were so nice. Whenever they came to the table, they were like super sweet and whatnot. And he was like being this huge asshole, basically. I don't know how to explain. He was just very blunt all the time and very like... I don't know, he just... You could tell this person thought like everybody in this room was like beneath him, and I'm like, dude, get your stuff together. This is not how you treat people. And then we also like ordered stuff from him, and he just forgot our order. We're like, okay, hey, could we just have another drink? And he was like, yeah, sure. Then, first things first, the drink didn't come for ages, so we were like, hey, where's our drink? Where did it go, right? And his colleague was like, oh, I don't think we have any drinks, like, ordered for your table, but let me see. And then he came back with, like, one of the two things we ordered, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, apparently our colleague has forgot to, punch it in. Here's what you ordered, and we were sitting there like, yeah, but we ordered two of those. And he was like blinking at us, and you could really see how annoyed he was with his coworker. And he was like, he was like, I'm so sorry. Just give me a few, I bring you everything you need. And then he walked away, and you could see that he was like arguing with his colleague, like... like, because he had forgotten our order to punch it in, and then it was even the wrong order when he apparently told him. So that was like one thing. It was still a very nice evening, but it just was... It felt very rushed, sadly, and we also didn't feel like we want to be... like... how's it called? We want to be treated by that type of person. So we decided to just, you know, call it a day. Where is my character going? And why are we off screen right now? Okay, I apparently found Pierre's secret stash by snooping around in his bedroom off screen. Why? Hey, who's in the bedroom? And I'm standing off screen. Well, what's up with the camera? Stardew Valley can't deal with like a 4K screen. What? How did you find that? Quick, give it to me. Promise me you won't tell anyone about this. Your secret is safe with me. Your wife deserves to know about this. Your secret is safe with me. Thanks. I appreciate that. Just forget you ever saw this, okay? And I just forget you were snooping around in my bedroom. Deal? Deal! Oh, grumble. Now I have to find a new hiding spot. Grr. Grr. I ordered an adapter thing that converts USB 3.0 to HDMI. I don't know if it will work, but I'm trying to use both the display tablet and my main monitor. Fingers crossed. Technically, it should work. I don't see why it shouldn't. If it doesn't work, please let me know. I'm sure I somehow can help you out. Because I have like 3 displays. And I'm pretty sure we can make it work somehow. So yeah, that was like my experience on the weekend with this really weird guy. And when we like left, we got like the bill and we wanted to pay, you know, and usually we are very generous with tips, especially if like the waiter are super nice and super sweet and also very, you know, even if some stuff can happen all the time, you know, so if things don't go right, you have a wrong order or they forget something, it's always for me like, how do they react to that? Are they like pissed and weird, or are they like, you know, acting normal and are like, oh, I'm so sorry, here's your drink, and I apologize and stuff. That's always like totally fair. But this guy was just like a total jerk, and when we opened up the bill, it was like a very dumb number to tip for us because we didn't have like the right bills with us. Article bills, yeah, dollar bills, yeah. And we were like, okay, either we are going to go out and, you know, get some change so we can tip the guy, or he gets just a very lousy tip, and we decided to give him the lousy tip because we were really, really not amused with the way he treated us and the way he acted all evening, so we didn't know why the heck we should go out of our way to tip him like a little bit more generously. That's just... I would have loved to tip his colleague, but it was his table, so the tip would definitely not go to his colleague. Sadly. Ba -ba -ba -bum. It was cheap, LL. I only learned, um, wait, I only learned beginner's method. Oh, with the cubing stuff? Yeah, me too. I don't know. Also had like one sheet where it was explained and stuff, but I never like solved it very quickly, like in seconds. I always took like 10 minutes or so. But I also never did it like long enough. Compatibility stuff, but yeah, I will let you know. Because someone else might try stuff like this, so it will add info for them. Yeah. Still need to learn the rest of the puzzles I've collected. I also have like a lot of like secret puzzle boxes and stuff at home because my boyfriend also likes them a lot, so I always liked puzzle stuff and those... I don't know, there are also like a lot of YouTubers who do like puzzle videos and escape rooms, and I just love stuff like this. Oh wow, but here Cuba too, that's awesome. Oh, which ones you got? I have like 2x2, 3x3, 4x4. I like all the different shapes. Here there are like hexagonal ones too, right? And even I think I saw a pyramid looking one as well. Yeah, one large with bears, and I need a second one, please. Oh yeah, I want to try the different ones too, like Pyramix, Megaminx. I'm hovering around 30 seconds right now. I use CFOP, but I started with beginner method to like everyone. Yeah, puzzles are nice. Up to 6x6, mix up cube, gear cube, Scube ultimate Pyramix, Megaminx, Pyraminx, not mix. Oh. Yellow Minx Square One. Holy, you got them all. That's awesome. Oh, there's so many. I can do the mix-up by pulling off the last edge to pull them into the right place. Oh boy. You got this cube and square one too. Let's go. I've heard a lot of people do that sometimes if they get frustrated. Let me get the chest. Chaperone, deluxe spade. I need a second largemouth base, please. Get this cube and square one too. Let's go. There we go! Second largemouth base. Demetrius. Are you already back at home, probably? You're standing down there at the ledge? Yes, you are. Hello there. Then this is done. For this we're still saving. We have the stuff for the casserole, where we can already head downwards to. Best joke is people who say I managed to do 5 sides but couldn't figure out the last one. I just sitting here like, yeah, sure, buddy. How does that even work? Maybe they're colorblind. But I like this kind of jokes. That's like... Oh dang, I don't know any of these jokes like in English. I know like a few like German trap jokes. Oh, that was too close. Sorry. Yeah, LL, you can solve just 5 sides because that would be the last one is already solved. Yeah, I know. But I'm just thinking about like familiar stuff. Because how's the thing called? Wait, let me see. That thing is called spirit level. Like the thing where you like balance out surfaces if they're like even or not. Is that true? Or is Google trolling me again? Because sometimes it doesn't like translate the things in the ways I want it to translate. Or at least it sounds just very wrong. Great! Everyone has their stone. Now, close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on your lungs. Gosh, are we doing like meditation stuff? Visualize the pure energy flowing into your body with every breath. And when you exhale, feel all the tension and negative energy flow out, leaving you more and more relaxed with every breath. Now, open your heart to the vibrational frequency of your stone. Do you feel anything? Nope. I'm with Abigail there. Relaxed. I do. Janie's just asleep. Looks like the gemstones were put to good use. Seems like it. Just wanted to say hello because I have to wait for it to be 7 o'clock. Haley's such a mood sometimes. There we go. Hi, Tia. Please come in. Ah, I'm so glad you came, Tia. And you brought the fish. Wonderful. Sam, could you come in here and help clean the fish? The fish? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, sure, I'm just going to put it on the floor. Wow, it looks wonderful and it smells so fresh. Thanks so much for doing this, Tia. Can't cut a fish too, but he eats about a whole fish to himself. Just a laugh. Mmm, that crispy bass was delicious. The breading was to die for. I almost feel like part of a family now. Is it so? You already have your own family. Don't you dare. So yeah. And the second story I wanted to tell about, like, the not so delicious food one. We, yesterday we had like, we often have a day where we just try to use up all the things we have in our fridge, so the stuff doesn't go bad and everything. You know how it works, right? How do you call it if you do stuff like that? We have like a word for it for the German. Leftovers, yeah, that's what I'm searching for. So we were just like cooking stuff with the leftovers we had, and yesterday it tastes really, really good. It was like some sort of like we had some, noodles, some vegetables, had some chicken left over, and we put it all into like a little glass bowl, and then we put it into the oven, baked it over with some cheese and stuff, and it tasted really good. But I warmed it up today, and it was awful because for some reason, um, it was very, very soggy because apparently it was just the sauce was too watery. So the bottom noodles were like very, very mushy and didn't taste good. And the zucchini that was in there also was like, I don't know why it turned also very bitter. The food wasn't bad. So I could tell it was like bad. But it didn't age well overnight. It's one of those dishes where if you enjoy it fresh, it's great, but don't warm it up. Because sadly I had to throw it out afterwards because that was just I took a few bites, I tried to eat it, but it was just like But again, I'm like one of those persons I cannot deal with mushy, squishy, soggy food. It just I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. I know some people don't mind it and don't care. And also one thing that also like texture-wise threw me completely off was the top. Because we overbaked it with like some cheese, like I said, and also some noodles got a little bit crispy because of that. Because they were completely covered in sauce and stuff. And those also had like the weirdest texture. It wasn't crunchy anymore, it was very almost rubbery. And it was just very off-putting. But that's, I would say it's better to have like one day where you can eat the leftovers and then they don't taste as good as they were the day before and you just throw away like I don't know, I think it was just one eighth of it. It was not like much. It was just a tiny bit of leftover from yesterday or the day before and it was just like no. Nope, nope, nope. Not today, sir. So actually I still have to eat lunch because of that, but I was cutting it a little bit too close to the stream and I didn't want to rush into the stream, like quickly eat some food and then, you know? So maybe during the break I just get myself a little snack because I have bought myself. This is not sponsored. Just saying, I bought myself some Y food lately because I know this is something like a lot of people buy if they have not enough time to get a proper meal and stuff. And I figured, you know, why not? It's if I'm streaming and I'm cutting it close, I just don't feel hungry in the morning. I don't want to force myself to eat stuff if I'm not hungry. So I just decided to buy this because I can just drink it while streaming and I don't have to like pause and stuff. I just can keep chatting with you guys and relax without having to worry. Did you say waifu? No, sadly not. I said why food. No waifus were harmed in the process. Waifu? Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it's spelled. You're trolling me, Cookie. Stinky cookie troll. By the way, we're already 2 hours in. So I'm definitely going to have a break soon. Also, I really have to change this because I don't like how this looks at all. As I went down there to grab the stuff and put the cheese maker in the barn, and I forgot to put the cheese maker in there. I just got all the stuff out of the barn. Because I'm silly. Okay, back to bed we go. And we should have enough money to buy the second auto grabber, and I think then I want to save for the stable. At least that's my plan. Oh, the flower dance! Yay! Are we going to dance with Sebastian this year? Ooh, very happy spirits. This means we're going into the mine. The mine. Alright guys, I am going to leave you here with some music while I go on break real quick. And still no overlay, sorry. I have like this huge to-do list, but we will get there, we will get there. Where's my funny POP screen? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay guys, I'll be back in just a few. You know, stretching my legs, grabbing something to drink, some food in my case. And I see you in 5 minutes. Also, good night, Bach. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. And I am back from the break. Hello, hello everyone. So this is the first time I'm actually like tasting Y food, and I have here like the peach version, and this actually tastes really, really good. I'm positively surprised actually. Okay, and I am so going to go into that one mine, so I'm going to put this chest here so I can put everything in there once we leave, except for a couple of things we need. Yeah, we know about the flower dance, yada yada yada. What was that sound? Oh, it was because we finished the quest, probably. Also, one thing I wanted to ask you guys, I mean, it's going to take still quite a while until we get there, but do you want me to keep playing, like, cozy farming games? Because I still have to get into, like, the streaming thing a little bit more. Because I don't know what's better to, you know, keep at a genre or really go, like, a wild range. Because I just feel like, you know, if I go too heavy on, like, the variety, that maybe you guys would lose interest or that people that joined through Stardew Valley would just leave. Because I don't know, I just feel like not everybody is like me that enjoys like Stardew Valley, horror games and everything else. Would love to do like, I don't know, maybe like themed streams. So maybe like, you know, a monthly horror stream or stuff like that. Because I think that would be fun. And we have some truffles actually, that is amazing. Is it just one? I thought I saw a second one somewhere too. Yeah, I did, down there. Alright. One truffle for that file maker. And I hope those cheese makers are going to be enough, because 6 is like the most I can get out of one day. So it should be fine. So I have to hurry. I'm going to do them later, because I have to hurry to use the good luck we have today. Let's say it like that. Yeah, there. There. I'm not going to plant any more carrots this season, I think. One here, here. And I need food. I definitely need more food. Let's take the chocolate cake. This should be more than enough food. And let's go. I'm gonna put this here, here, and this should be all we need, basically. Alright. Let's go and hopefully get some more iridium. I'm not going to collect anything from here because I just don't have the time. Because most of the time it's just like the day's already short enough. Okay. Out of my way. There we go. I mean, once we have like the farm up and running, we can also focus on getting like very good buff food for the mines. Like, you know, luck, speed, and whatever we need. And a lot of bombs. I forgot the bombs! Again. Gosh darn it. There's nothing over there. At least I don't see anything. And down we go. Again. I just hope I don't die out of like chatting with you guys, because that's the reason I died the most in Stardew Valley. Not paying any attention to what I'm actually doing in game and just chatting all the time. Also, boss/Ren, if you're still in the chat, I watched the short videos you posted, and I already knew like a couple of them, since I mean the rock meme is just like, you know, everybody knows that one the rock meme. Oh yes, please jump down. 3 levels. Could have been further, to be honest. Okay, let's go down. More slimes. No, didn't drop a ladder. Are you going to drop me a ladder? Oh, but iridium is also fine. Ladder or hole? I need a ladder or hole. Oh no. Please don't. This is too much dragons. Yes, yes, ooh. Hate it. I hate it. I hate those dragon fog things. Those are so annoying. And yay, there's a nerf crystal. Hooray. Hey there, Frown Zone! Hello and welcome to the stream! A lot of dragon. Yes, definitely. What? Curiosity lure? Interesting. There's a lot of dragon. Mm-hmm. Too much to handle, actually. They're just so annoying because they deal so much damage, and if there are so many of them, your block isn't like reset or the oh, a whole bar. That's amazing. your blocking ability is just not like, it's on cooldown and stuff, so you can't even do anything. You can try to run, but then they're like so quick again, and yeah, it's just... Dragon are my #1 hate enemy in this game. Yes, please, let me go downstairs. One is okay, 2 also fine, but 3 is just the bane of my existence. Because 2 you can kind of get into a rhythm where you can deal with them, but a 3 is just one too many. In the corner. Thank you. But I'm already happy with how much iridium we got today, because that is more than last time. I mean, we got a whole bar already. I think last time we got 11, now we have 10. Oh, what are you? Some combat experience, sure. I'm not going to say no to combat experience. Because the more damage, the better. Oh gosh, don't die, don't die, don't die. Don't you dare die. Too slow. Oh wait, I saw you. I saw you sneaking up on me. There's another one coming from the back. Leave me be, dragon creature. Okay, down we go. Down we go. And further down we go. I already heard you. Where are you coming from? You spawned somewhere. Or not? 11! Whoa. I take it. I'm going to eat a little bit more. Because I was very low on health. And just one surprise attack and I'm probably dead. Which wouldn't be good at all. Not at all. Oh? Oh, nice. I've got some new ideas to sleep on. Great. Let's go. Sorry, no time. I have to go further down. Thank you! Are you a crab? No, you're not a crab. You are iridium ore in your purest form. Great. Yeah, mummies. Leave me alone. There's another ladder. Hurry, hurry. Are you a crab though? Not sure. I think it is. Yeah, it is a crab. Too bad. Further down. Ready more. No, it was a crab. Gosh darn it. Nope, 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 I'm leaving. This is not one. I think this is the best haul we had so far when it comes to iridium from this mine. I mean, we have 2 bars and quite a bit of ore as well. Which means we can definitely upgrade stuff. A spiral one. Let's see. I see you! Ah, I was too slow. Switching, I saw him mid pickaxe animation. Oh gosh. That beat. Come on. Go away. Go away. Away you go. Thank you. Oh, a hole. Nice. I wanted to say no ladders so far, and immediately when I want to say it, there comes a hole. And we also beat our record. We have never gotten this deep into the mine, nor did we get as much stuff out of here. Also, we have a lot of Omnigeos, and I hope like prismatic shards are also in there. Are you? No, you aren't. You're legit. Nice. Even more iridium. I don't need a cave carrot. Let's see. Let's see. I'm still curious how you get to level 100. You probably need to do like a lot of preparation and probably also take like staircases with you. Like a lot of staircases. And you get staircases with like 100 stones? Carrot seeds. Do you want carrot seeds? Not really, right? Okay, yeah, more ore. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Today's a really good day, I have to admit. I see you sneaking up on me. Go away. There are 2 ores. I saw you. Oh, I heard thunder. Nope, there is no storm coming. Okay, this is definitely the most iridium I ever got out of this cave in this run. 100%. Sadly, I have to go back soon, and I don't wanna. I'm wondering if I can sleep in here. I guess that would be like another thing where you can get like deeper into the mine. Oh, this is also one that I have not had so far. Use this. It's a page from a diary. There are only a few older bachelors in town, and none of them are perfect. Harvey is really anxious and weak, but I know he could make a loyal and oh, dude. Don't even wanna know. Okay. I have to go back. But we did get a lot out of the mine today, which is amazing. Put it in there. I have so many bombs, I really need to take them with me someday. Mm. Okay, I need... Nope. Wanted to reorganize. This belongs here. This is also for Clint. This is also for Clint. I'm going to sell a diamond. Anything that belongs in here, I do. I already have enough quartz again. Some of crystal, of course. Da, 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 da. I have some jade as well. Might have overlooked it. No, I don't. Good thing I double checked. Okay, yeah, let me just reorganize this a bit, and I have to go to bed. Let's go to bed. Level 9 mining! Nice! +1 pickaxe proficiency and a new crafting recipe, a crystallarium. Ooh, nice. Okay. Today is the flower dance. Ooh, today would also be like a good luck day. But there's a festival we have to attend. Thank you for the coffee. Right back at ya, my love. Iridium is still in the making. I sell all of this. Boom. The lure I can also put inside. There you go, this is for Gunther. And I'm going to keep the chocolate cake in the fridge too. I definitely have to make some food soon. And that iridium is also done. Great. Now my question is, what do I want to update next? Upgrade, not update. Probably gonna do the watering can. Maybe. Or my axe? No, I'm probably going to do my axe. Okay, thank you for this. And let's do our rounds. I also have to put some paths down one of these days. I guess moving through the grass is also slower. By the way, do I need to put some grass? Yes, I do. There we go. Is this right as well? Nope. Okay, more honey. Yummy. Also, chat is like super quiet today. Definitely not used to that, guys. Or at least the last couple of streams you were so active. Go, alt and pet it. Truffle oil! Yes! So I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, dance has begun. Yes, I'm going there in a second. Just let me collect everything I need. I think this sheep needs to be shaved. Sheared. No? You don't? You're still too young, maybe? Probably? Maybe. Okay, cheese, 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 more cheese, more cheese. There we go. Don't have any truffle. Nobody had to be sheared. Now let's quickly check the burps. Also have to repair the fences. Oh, am I so busy? I have so much to do. I don't know, till when can I go to the flower festival? Maybe till 2? Maybe? Probably. Could be. Okay. Go. Dinosaur egg. Feathers. Let me just put this in here so I can use more eggs for the minis stuff. I mean, I did not go in here yesterday, so of course there's some stuff left in the chest. Okay, I'm just going to refill all the barrels and kegs real quick. And then we are going to visit the Flower Dance Festival. Here and here. You are for the community center, so I'm going to keep you. Refill barrels and stuff. One of you. More than enough. Because since the flower dance is happening, Mani is not going to be open, so I cannot grab the last auto grabber I need. But I'm pretty sure I can get the auto grabber tomorrow plus the stable. So let's see. You know what? I'm going to get this recipe. Could also get a rare quo if I want to. You know what? Because we can. Where is my lovely husband? There he is. We're going to dance today. Yes, please. You didn't dance with me last year, so you are going to dance with me today. There is no escaping me this time. Never ever. You too, Abigail also rejected my dance in the first year. Yeah, I will definitely dance next year. Yeah, I sadly did not manage to get him every day, and I think I also missed like one gold parsnip a week, so yeah. Usually if I have a perfect run, you can dance with your significant other in the first year, but you really have to either they need to have the birthday before the spring, or you really need to talk to them every day and give them like the best gifts ever. So yeah. I will definitely dance next year. I didn't even know how friendship and romance worked yet when this event came. Yeah, I feel that. But now we can see the beautiful dance. And I'm taller than every one of the girls. And I am so sorry, Abigail, that I stole your dancing partner. My bad. But he chose me. That was fun. Time to go home. Abigail is mine. Yeah, and that's exactly why I married Sebastian, so Sebastian wouldn't steal Abigail from you. See? See? That's how nice I am. That was my plan all along. And definitely nothing else. That's great. We make a good team. Heck yeah, high five. Oh, okay. No, don't eat the strawberry. Put it into the cake. Thank you. And now I'm going to quickly repair the fences. Because they are bothering me. No, I don't want to drink the wine. Let me just quickly do it like this. And I don't have to switch hotbar all the time. This is not what I aimed at. The red circle was on my fence. Just saying. Yep, I'm going to bed soon. In a hurry. Why? Here. Here you go. And of course it is not like doing or making this stuff anymore because I accidentally hit it with my axe. Okay. There we go. We have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I want to get the autograph from Marnie, and then I want to get the stable from Robin, I'm just wondering, I think it's 10k if I'm not wrong, or is it more expensive? No, it's 10k. 5 iron bars. Oh, that too, okay. 100 hardwood, 5 iron bars, and 10k. Should easily be doable. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have the iron bars probably when I'm done tomorrow. You're making good progress. I'm slacking all things these days. I'm basically a blob. Oh no. Well, I do have to admit, I have a lot of experience with Stardew Valley, so I'm not like pro or anything, because I know there are like people that are insanely good at Stardew because they have way more hours in it and watched a lot of videos. But yeah, and it's your first playthrough, so you definitely shouldn't compare yourself to what I'm doing here. Oh, tomorrow it's going to rain again. It's neutral. Okay. Let's go. Gotta date them all. Yes, I noticed when you said I have to have dated them all. Yup, yup. You will make good friends with Ash. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Ash Ketchum because he's just bad. He never caught them all. He never, well, got the title. He always lost in the finales and, well. He doesn't even evolve his Pikachu into Raichu, so he never is going to get like, you know. Hey, no spoilers. I've never watched a Pokemon anime, so I can't even spoil. I'm just like telling what people are saying. Bro called him skill issue. Honestly, for how long this guy was like on a journey, it is a skill issue. Hey Prism! How are you? I'm doing good, I would say. Depending on my circumstances at the moment. Yeah, but he's immortal. He's still a kid, I think. Yeah. That's the lore. It's been a while since you showed up on stream. I hope everything is going well on your side too. How's your project coming along? I'm doing good. Back from vacation again. Ah, I see. Hope you had a nice vacation. Where did you guys go? What is the current situation? Long story short, my injury I have with my neck and shoulder is sadly a little more severe. So it will take a little bit longer for me to recover, which is also why I had to stop the mentorship for now, because I couldn't give them like a date when I get back. Because my issue with the shoulder is I have like shoulder and neck both, so I have like good days and bad days. So at some days it's like the pain is non-existent whatsoever and it's feeling totally fine, and then the next day it's like so bad that I cannot move my shoulder or neck. So yeah, that's what I'm at, which is also why I'm still playing Stardew Valley. Since I don't know, drawing is the worst thing I can do currently for my neck, so that is sadly the situation at the moment. We were in Utrecht and Amsterdam. It was very nice. Another week here and one day in Salzburg. Oh no, I hope you can find a therapy that works for your pain. I hope so too. I mean, I had a similar issue last year and I had some physiotherapy, but honestly, it didn't help that much. And I'm also at a point where massages also don't help because it's like tendonitis or something, or often a mixture out of both. And yeah, it's just... I think the best way to explain it, I'm currently on the journey of figuring out what is exactly wrong. Because, yeah, it's just... I'm just broken. That's basically what the doctor's saying. It's just broken. We need to fix it. Yeah, but how? How? How do we fix it? My practice is doing okay. It also feels to be going slow, but the daily progress journal shows me that I do in fact keep making progress. Oh, you're keeping a journal? That is a good method. Otherwise, you could probably get super frustrated if you don't see any actual progress while you were like, I don't know, fixing this and that and doing a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, I need one more iron. Also hardwood. Taking hardwood with me. Sunshine, I hope you still find a way to make you feel better so that you can continue your work in the future. Yep. I mean, the good thing is it's not like untreatable. So it's definitely getting better and stuff, but the first thing is I need to figure out what the issue is. Because right now I'm recovering, right? And once I have recovered, I need to still be careful to see, okay, can I find out the culprit, you know? Is it just bad posture? Is it like how my setup is? Because it cannot be the mattresses. Because the mattress is like, it's helping so much already, which is great. I don't have like this extreme sore neck anymore when I wake up. I still feel like that it's tingling, but it's definitely not getting worse anymore overnight. So that is for me personally already like a huge win. But I still need to be careful. And the problem with the shoulder neck issue is no matter what I do, I strain my neck at the moment. So even gaming, doing like household stuff is straining it. I can't even do like sports properly because that's also straining it. So I just, I'm just walking, swimming, which is okay, I guess. But it just sucks. That's all I can say. I mean, I even have to be careful while I'm gaming not to like slouch too much and stuff. And always trying to force myself to really look at the screen and not somewhere else, like looking down and stuff. But I just do hope that no matter what I have, that when we figure out what it is, that I can just, avoid it. That is my goal at the moment with the doctors. But last year when I went to check the stuff, they only did like an x-ray of my neck to see if it was not like, spinal cord related, which thankfully it is not because my family has a history. So that's good, it's just muscle pain and soreness and whatnot. But I don't know. It's just so frustrating because sometimes you think, okay, today's medicine is so good, it shouldn't be like that much trouble to figure out what is going on inside the body. But this thing is like, I don't know. The doctor can't tell me what it is, and it's like ibuprofen ointments and stuff don't help. A lot of like pain meds don't help because it's not like a pain, it's more like I don't know how to really describe it honestly. A little bit of a burning sensation even. And like constant pain that is always there, lingering. Maybe you need to hang from the ceiling like a bat or sit in a water tank with just your head and hands poking out so you can still make art in game. Has modern medicine considered these options? I wish. I wish this would be options that would be considered, honestly. No, but sadly not. So far, all I got was only, you know, the typical, okay, here are some meds, take them. Didn't help. Here is some cream, use it. Didn't help. I mean, the cream helps in a certain areas and for certain pains, but not for like, because today I have this weird sensation that something is off, but it's not like painful. I just feel that it's there. But I do have another appointment this week, so hopefully I'm going to figure out a bit more. I forgot to put them into the chest again. But first things first. Clint, then hopefully I can still get to Robin's too. Or should I do Robin's first? No, Clint closes earlier. Yeah, but anyways, I'm going to hopefully figure out soon what it is and can nurse it back to health. The most important thing is that my doctor said to take it slow because otherwise I probably have to get surgery. But the thing is for me is like, what is that? What argument is that? You don't even know what I have. You just know that if it gets worse, I have to go to surgery? How does this make any sense, you know? If you don't know what I have, how can you tell me that I need surgery if it gets worse? I mean, I never studied medicine, so there's probably like logic behind it, or maybe if it gets worse, he knows what it is all of a sudden, but it's just still so... I don't know. I definitely don't want it to get worse. Where do I put the dwarf gadget? Here? Maybe. No rewards? Nothing? Greedy Gunther. Okay, now up to Robin's. How long does she have her shop open? Till 5. Yeah, I'm still going to head to her home first. Run. Because I was thinking about going into the community center before going up here, but I don't want to waste time by accident. Because the sooner we get disabled, the faster we can travel. Where is it? There it is! Let me build it, please, please. The question is just where do I want it to be? Behind here would be like a little bit too cluttered, maybe. I don't know if my horse would like be able to run around there. And I don't want it near my house. And that's the thing. Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm just going to put it somewhere else. I guess. Okay. I believe there is such a thing as explorative surgery, when you open a patient and see if you can spot something inside them, even if CRTs or MRIs couldn't find... Oh, couldn't detect something. But don't take my word for it, and I think that we be done only in really extreme cases. Oh, I see. I see, I see. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Dr. House lately, which is definitely more of the extreme guy, and I have seen like exploratory surgeries happening in the series. But yeah, it makes sense that this would be a real thing, right? Because I think Dr. House was also like very like liked by people because it was more accurate than most scenes. So yeah, Ace Dr. House funny, yeah. No, but you know how it is. Often you see something like on TV and stuff, and you cannot say if it is fiction or not. So it's kind of interesting to just hear, okay, this is a real thing that people do. Also, we finished another room. So many wonderful bundles. Thank you, thank you. You are welcome. And also, guys, stay hydrated. But yeah, I really don't want anyone to do like an explorative surgery on me just to figure out what is wrong with my shoulder. So I did hear, my best friend told me when he visited me lately that one of his colleagues, he's like already I think 60 or something, and he had always had like problems with, I think it was also his shoulder or his arm, something like that. And it had gotten so worse that he was like always running on pain meds, and he sometimes couldn't even move his arm. And they also did like a surgery. And apparently he was a hunter and also did like archery as a hobby. And apparently, thanks to the hunting stuff and archery and everything, he had like a couple of incidents already in the past where he like strained his shoulder or arm. And when they opened him up to do some surgery on his shoulder, they actually figured out that he had, I think, 2 or 3 torn tendons in him, and that was why he couldn't actually really move his arm anymore and why it hurt so much. And when he told me that, that was kind of like super scary for me, because I really don't want this to be the case with me. Because I mean, apparently their doctors also had no idea what was going on with him. So they just knew that he probably had like some slight issues with his shoulders, but definitely they didn't expect him to have like multiple torn shoulder tendons. But again, when he told me about the surgery, it was also fascinating to know that there is actually like they, wait, what did he say? I think they drilled something into his bone with like little strings on it, and they could reattach those torn tendons, which is like, it's so crazy to hear and see how far our modern medicine has already come. That they can reattach stuff like this and it works actually. But he's still in recovery as far as I know, and apparently he's like in a lot of pain as well, so I hope for him that everything works out fine. Oh, I didn't see you there. Sorry, buddy. Another secret note. What does it say? Oh! A buried treasure! We are definitely going to get that. Medicine is weird sometimes. If you'd do a full body CRT, you would detect so many injured or bad looking elements in healthy patients, like spinal discs not looking okay, which can cause massive pains. But in some it doesn't. Really? Okay, but that is kind of funny, right? I mean, probably if you do like a full body scan, you would find like all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, for me, for example, I know my... Oh, how's it called? Schilddrüse. How's it called? Jeez. Thyroid. I know my thyroid is, for example, my family has a history of like thyroid problems. They get like little knots or bumps on the thyroid, so you always have to monitor this. And I also like, I also have to monitor it because I also have like multiple of those little bumps on my thyroid. And so far I don't have any issues with it, right? So it's not like that it affects my body, my blood is also are good, my hormones are good, so it's okay. But my dad had like the same issue, and for him, I mean, they were already bigger in his case, of course, so they had to completely remove it in his case. But for me, since my dad was like very adamant that I do always check my thyroid and stuff, so yeah. Not in all people, but if you would also do a genome analysis, I think you'd detect even more things that look bad but are actually just fine. Yeah, but that's the scary thing, right? Sometimes you do some random checkups and you find something and then suddenly, like, I don't know, you can have one of 20 diseases that are, like, deadly, maybe. My best girlfriend's dad had thyroid tumors, but they were benign. However, they injured some nerve and he couldn't really talk for like half a year or so. Oh boy. Okay, that sucks. In my case, I mean, those are like, I don't know, those bumps are not like tumors, I think, or they never called it like that at least after surgery. I mean, yeah, yeah, that's, I know. That's what I thought you meant. But that's just like, yeah, I mean, surgery, no matter where you do it, there's always the risk of like hurting a nerve, right? Because nerves are so different from person to person. I mean, just look at dentists, right? They remove teeth on a daily basis, and then sometimes they have like this one patient, and there's like the nerve canal is like just a little bit off of the usual path or anything, and yeah, too bad. Hurt a nerve. Cannot taste anything anymore for your whole life. Yay! We have a greenhouse. We have a raccoon that lived in a greenhouse. That's new. Okay. True, I have worked with bodies and the tendons and nerves are so different from the textbooks. Some are unusual in like 30% of bodies. Oh, wow, that much. That's insane. I didn't think it would be like this high of a quote. But it does make sense. But it also doesn't make the job of a doctor easier, no matter which kind. So you learn how the tendons look in the hand, then you open them up and see it is different. But also in two more bodies in the room. see. But yeah, that just shows how unique every single body is. That no two bodies are the same. One of the craziest things is situs inversus, where all organs are mirrored on the other side. I haven't seen that though. It is only in like 1,000 people. That is still so much. I mean, that's a crazy amount of people that have mirrored organs. Oh my god. But mirrored in the z-axis wrong by during birth. Okay, but just imagine, just for something, for a simple diagnosis like the appendix. For every normal person, it's like on the right side. And for those people, it's on the left, and it's already like 10 times harder to diagnose what this person has just because it's mirrored. Dropping like the facts today, learning medicine with Prism. Yeah, it can make a diagnosis more difficult, but I misremembered. It is more like 1 in 10,000. Okay, but it's still a lot. And we finally have the greenhouse. Yes. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. I just wanna take a quick look. There you go. Nice, greenhouse bay. Yeah, absolutely. I'm always so happy if I finally get it. Took me long enough. Because I wasn't lucky enough to get a single fruit sent via like mail. Okay, let's see. Just this, just please. I do have some. I have an ancient seed. I have some rare seeds as well, which I want to plant. I have some trees, and I'm going to buy additional trees. Finally. Finally. Hi, Pam. Pam. Pure birthday. Could get us a Dean too. But let's get ourselves some well-deserved fruit trees. 2. I want to accidentally sell those by stacking them. And I don't have enough money for the other 2, but that's fine. We just need cherry and apricot. Gosh, I just love it when I get to the treehouse finally. Treehouse, greenhouse. I know the difference. I know the difference 100%. Oh, sprinkler. Because I 100% I'm going to forget to water them in the beginning. And I mean, I just also looked at the time, and since we're only going to probably play 1 or 2 more days maybe, it's also not going to be ingrained in me that I have the greenhouse. Would be another cool building though, a treehouse. Yeah! Who knows, maybe we get it in Haunted Chocolatier, you never know. Seed. And the rare seed. There we go. How much space do I need? Probably 2, right? I'm just looking at how other people have planted them, just for reference. So I know if it's like too far apart or not. But it should be fine. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. The other ones I'm probably going to put up there. And yeah. Greenhouse. Greenhouse is slowly going to come together. Hopefully. Alright. One more thing done. We'll crossed off the list. Also, you come here, or else I'll forget to go to Clint's once we have all the trees set up. Okay, and I'm going to repair fences again. Where's my wood? Did I put it here again? Yes, of course I did. Where else? Where else? And I'm also going to collect more hardwood too, because I really need that. Please don't accidentally chop one of the jars away again. Because that would be the worst. Because once I have enough hardwood, I can make hardwood fences, and then I don't have to go and repair them all the time. At least, that's my plan! We'll see if it works out or not. But we'll get there eventually. Okay. Why are some grass tiles bluish? That is, I'm playing on the newest farm, the Meadow Farm? Is it the Meadow Farm? I think. And it has chewy grass on it. Chewy grass stays longer, or it doesn't take animals like 1 bite to eat it, but a couple? I don't know how many exactly, but definitely at least 2. So the blue grass is more chewier. But it's in the default game, that's no mod or anything. I mean, I'm honestly wondering if you can get chewy grass for other farms as well. But yeah. Oh, another secret note. What does it say? All favorites of Maru's. Gotcha. Oh, interesting. And can you go into these large trees here in the background behind the carriage? No, I don't think so. I know what you mean. While I'm answering you, I'm currently not in the right area, but you meant those, right? And behind there. No, sadly, you can't. I wish you could. This one looks very suspicious though, but I tried it before, but nothing. But on the right, there's nothing in the way. Oh, you meant that one. Oh. Ah, okay, Mean Ape. I have not played this version of the game for long. It looks suspicious, and it just feels like there is something coming for this tree. Because why is the fence open there, right? And that's also why I'm playing this game on vanilla, because so much has changed, and when I once watched another streamer like playing vanilla, I saw so many things where I was like, wait, that's vanilla? Wait, I have to see this game in vanilla again. Okay. There is nothing cool here. Let's leave again. But also Constant Ape could be a little tease as well from time to time, so who knows? Who knows? Nope, I didn't want to put it in there. I have to be careful with the sort button or else all my stuff is gone again, which I wanted to keep. So yeah. I also need to drink something in between. Maybe there's a new secret with the Kronos character. You have to click in some specific tiles on the map for those. Maybe? Now that you say it's a secret, I still have one buried treasure from the secret nose I want to get. Now that you mention secrets. It should be up by the waterfall on the right, if I remember correctly. Also, I can't forget to do the one thing with the at 12 noon last day of season thing. Oh, another strange doll. I see. I see, I see. Nope. I could also go loot downstairs, down at the beach. Maybe it... Oh yeah, I already read that. Oh dang, I still need to do this one too. I still have time, but still, wait, where do I need to put it? Place the crops in the empty produce box in the PS shop. Okay. Gotcha. I'm going to put all of them in my inventory so I won't forget tomorrow. Okay. And back to the farm we go. Also, lately I've been getting like DMs from people on Discord. You know, like people promoting some advertising company where, hey, if you pay this, they're going to help you grow and stuff and yada yada yada, you know the drill. And I don't know why, but often those are like, some of them are really Twitch partners and stuff, you know, but also they just cannot take a no for an answer. At the moment, I'm not at a point where I want to spend money on any advertising agencies or whatnot, because I have other worries, you know. Yeah, don't do those, yeah. And it's just most of those things like, hey, we're going to help you grow, they can be really dangerous because I have heard of people who, you know, started Instagram accounts. I even witnessed that one time as well while I was like doing an internship. They were like paying people to grow on Instagram and then their account got banned for days and stuff. So I don't know how strict Twitch is with that as well. And it's just, I told them like, no, sorry, it's very nice of you, but I don't do this. I don't have the budget for it even, and it's not my main focus that I grow like this, you know. And they are so persistent, but not in like a good way. It's just always like, I don't know. They do like, at first they try to do like a personal conversation with you, like, hey, how are you? Are you on Twitch and stuff and whatever. Uh, yeah, if you write something back that's already more than they get back from most, I would rather ignore them. Instagram is meh. Ask them to work for exposure. Yeah, but some people, you know, it's some of them write to you like a normal person without any like agenda. That's the best word I would say. So I often try to give to the benefit of the doubt, you know. But when I see in which direction it's going, I'm often ignoring them. Yeah, Instagram is meh. Yeah, I know. Ask him to work for exposure. Yeah. Yay! We have a horse. We have a horse. And you know. No, I said Yuno is going to be a doggo if I get one. Let's see. Who do we have? Let's call it Jelly Buzzcut. That is one Y too many. And of course I can't go back. I have to rewrite it all over again. But yeah, when we started to like talk about like this type of thing, you know, they were just asking me for like casual stuff, you know, how's your day doing? How long have you been streaming and stuff? Yada yada. And you were just talking to them like, you know, normal stuff. Just the difference is when somebody writes to me who is obviously a Twitch streamer, I go through the links, check out um their streaming account, just to see what type of person they are. And I swear, all those people who have written me so far are just... There is a type. Let's just say there is a type. Most of them are like older middle-aged men whose streaming setup is really questionable, I would say, and also the way that they talk on stream and stuff, they give up not the best vibes and whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, right, you seem like a very trustworthy person. And also the games they're playing most of the time talk for themselves. Like, oh, okay, this person is playing Counter-Strike and he's only screaming at 11-year-old boys. Good for you. That is the biggest oversight of Concerned Ape. There is only one kind of horse still. I think so, yeah. At least I don't know if there was ever a possibility to change the horse. So yeah, anyways, I was talking to this person. I was like, hey, I checked out your Twitch account. Looks cool. I was like being nice, you know, because that person was like playing some kind of different game, which I haven't played, but I heard is supposed to be actually pretty cool. And then he was like, hey, yeah, can you send me a link to your Twitch account? I would love to check it out and leave you a follow. And I was like, yeah, sure. I also like wrote this person. Here's my the link to my stream, and I also left you a follow. Just, you know, just being nice, just being like making connections, doing the networking stuff and everything. And this person was like, oh, yeah, looks cool. Hey, can you leave me a follow on my Twitch account? Then I'll leave you a follow too. And I was like, yeah, I already did, like I said before. And by the way, they never followed me because you can see who is following you, right? So there was like this typical person, like, yeah, trying to. Yeah, I know someone who can help you gain followers. By the way, I'm here, follow for follow, and then they don't even follow back. Yeah, that's just. I don't know. For me, those people have no decency then. I mean, how stupid do they think you are? You are using Twitch yourself and you know that you can see who's following you. So how dumb do you think I am that I don't see that you didn't follow me? For me, that's just sometimes an insult in itself that people think they're like this dumb. I don't know, weird people. You're legit boosting their ego. Not really. Because if I notice that they are like that, I'm more often going like, hey, sorry, but I don't do this kind of shit, and if you don't even, like, keep your own word and you just are here to, I don't know, get me into your snowball system, no thank you. Goodbye. Unfollowed. Blocked. And yeah, that's just no. I don't do that kind of stuff. Because I also just don't get it right. That is just... I mean, there are sometimes people write to you that aren't like jerks like this. You see they're like general like reaching out to you for some networking stuff. Oh, I have to scoot. I try to catch the stream again this week. See you around. Bye bye Tia, bye chat. Bye Prism. Thank you so much for stopping by. Was so happy to see you again after a while. So yeah, sometimes I really get also very nice DMs of people that are just, you know, looking for connections and stuff, and sometimes it's just people that are like on a different art server, you know, and to sell my work and stuff. So, you know, you never know why some random people like write to you. But every time it's like one of those guys, it's just... Also, I should like keep a bunch of money for seeds too. You know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just a little more. I at least want to get the trees done. Also, PS. Okay, EP time for me. Bye bye and thank you for the stream. Thank you for stopping by, Cookie. Good night and have a wonderful rest of the day tomorrow. Well, that made total sense, of course. But you know what I mean. Where's the stuff for Pierce? Where did I put it? On those and where? Whoa, wait. No, I sold them, didn't I? The gold beans I wanted to put in here for Pierce. How much does he need? 25. 25 golden stuff. I have 10, 17, 10, 12, 25. Yeah, too bad that I have to use the strawberries. But it's my own fault, though I have one more artichoke too. I'm going to keep that just in case I need it. Okay. So yeah, anytime I get DMs like that, you know, I just talk to them a couple of times to really get a feeling of what kind of person are they. I mean, there are scammers that are very obviously so, right? They're just like sending you a link, hey, check this out, buy this, do this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, no, not gonna. I'm not gonna do. What? Wait, what? They don't count? Wait. Oh, because it's only vegetables. Okay, that is no bueno. I mean, I still have like 1 day left in spring. Tomorrow should be the final day, so if I'm lucky, maybe the beans get ready and I could get 15 gold ones. You are... where's the artichoke? You are also a vegetable, so you also count as such. You're a fruit. Oh damn, I really overlooked that one. Yeah, I think it was the day where we went into the mine and got all the iridium out, right? That's where I went wrong, I fear. Yeah, the ghost stuff is dumb, sardines. It doesn't matter. There is no penalty if I don't make it, so it should be fine. But it's still annoying. I was hoping that we could get it done, but nope. Maybe another time. It's definitely not the end of the world. Also, more trees. Gonna plant this one here. What? Okay, you can put it out of the ground. Okay. Because this was definitely not where my cursor was. I mean, it was not green. And if it's not green, then you shouldn't be allowed to plant it at all. Just saying. Oh my god, that scared the bejesus out of me. Because they are not cheap. That stuff is not cheap at all. I also want to go to Gunther real quick. And hand in the strange little doll. There you go, 3 of those. Have fun. Whatever you do with those dolls. I got another garbage head. Yay. Okay, let's go and... I'm just wondering, I already have a garbage head. Can I sell it? That's my actual question. I'm also just thinking what we can do tomorrow in stream. I mean, because today my goal was to get a greenhouse, and we definitely have to prepare for summer. Hmm. I'm probably going to think of something while being off screen. Because there's still a lot to do in Stardew. We still have to upgrade everything to Iridium. We still have to find out a lot of secrets. We have to go to Skull Mine level 100, but that's one thing I'm going to tackle later. When we have more stuff. Can I sell you my garbage head? No! What can I do with the garbage head? Say goodbye, apparently. Because we already have it, so... I don't need it twice. At least not as far as I know. Let's go to the quarry. But yeah, I'm probably going to start beautifying my farm a little bit as well. I mean, if I have enough hardwood, I want to like keep maybe 100 or so. I want to change all the fences into hardwood fences, that's for sure. I want to encase my fields in wood as well. But for that, I want to wait until I really have iridium sprinklers. So I can do it once and don't have to set up like multiple times. We also have to get the iridium rod still, but that also costs money, and we're currently... all stuff we need is currently more like saving up money for a new project to build. So yeah. Also, we only need one more cherry tree. To finish. Yeah, and I think I'm going to start doing like the hardwood fence stuff immediately. Because it is such an annoyance that all the time just like breaks down. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Also, they look a little bit nicer. Is there a hardwood fence gate? No, it's just a normal gate, right? Doesn't matter. Because that is also just like such a huge waste of time to have to always repair them. Because it always happens like at random times where you're already busy with stuff and you have to do so many things at once, and then you see, oh no, everything's breaking down, dang it. Right, that's exactly where my mouse was at. Not. Doesn't matter. I mean, do hardwood fences break? If so, I don't think it ever happened on one of my playthroughs before. But it's a possibility. It's probably just that it's harder. The most durable fences, that's all they're saying. Okay. Why not? Okay, I need my strawberries and some other vegetables. There you go. I need my straw babies and some parsnip. There we go. And yeah. Okay, I think I have everything in my inventory to let future Tia know what she's supposed to do tomorrow. I mean, I'm probably going to remember anyways, but it never hurts to have like a safety net. Especially after weekends. After weekends, it's like if I don't play for such a long time, for a couple of days, everything I planned is just gone. So maybe I should also like try to get used to writing my ideas down for Stardew as well. But we'll see. Let's go to bed. Okay, we definitely have enough money to buy seeds. Even if I get the cherry blossom tree too. Okay. That means the stream is over for today. Time sure flew by. Let's see who we are going to raid out to today then. Wow, I'm alive crazy! Welcome back to the stream, Ocean. Let's see, who are we going to visit? There's so many with no mic. Oh, they look cute. Be divine. Let's see. There's like 6 minutes left. Might just consider me dead. I was playing Uma Musume in my friend's place. I won another finals. Congratulations! Congratulations, Ocean for winning another final game with Uma Musume. He was also playing, but on his phone. I see. Because his laptop died, I don't know. Alright, guys. Then I have to thank you so much for the stream today. I was having a lot of fun. I hope you guys have too. And remember, we are now having streams from Monday to Friday. So no more Friday stream missing out things. You have me 5 days a week, not 4. And we are going to see each other tomorrow at the same time. And if you like my stream, a follow would be very much appreciated. And if you want to support me and this little stream, a sub would also be very nice. Alright guys, then we'll see each other tomorrow. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the day or night. Bye bye!